Hey, Slayer Scroll, in this video right here, I'm going to be going over God's discipline. I know the world doesn't have a lot of that, but God still uses this on a day-to-day basis. And today's verse is going to come out of Lamentations 3:28 through 30. And it says this: when we suffer, we should sit alone in silent patience. We should bow in submission, for there may still be hope. Though beaten and insulted, we should accept it all. A couple verses later, in verse 38, it says this: good and evil alike take place by his command. And we know that in the Bible it says that God does not actually give us a challenge or any temptation. He produces no evil upon us. Rather, he allows that temptation and that challenge to come upon us to test us in our faith. We see in the story of Job that the devil comes to God and says, I bet you that I can make Job turn his back on you. And God says, no, you can't. No, you can't. Job is too close to me. Our relationship is too good. And the devil says, well, let me try. And God actually accepts this and says that you can do this. Now, God is not the one that placed all the hardships and the horrible things that happened to Job in his life. Rather, he allowed it and tested to see how strong Job was going to be. Now, knowing that and understanding that, we can now focus on this verse. And this verse is telling us that when we suffer, when we are being disciplined, we need to understand that God's form of discipline is a masculine discipline. He wants to make us stronger. He wants us to learn in these times of struggle. He wants us to grow better and more mature and be able to handle situations in the future that are similar to these. So when it is saying that when we suffer, we should sit alone in silent patience, that is meaning that when we are going through a challenge, when we're going through a temptation, we're going through a hard time, we need to separate ourselves from the distractions of this world, whether that's by yourself in a silent room, a dark room, whatever it is. Separate yourself from the noise going on around you and analyze what is going on in your life. What are the exact temptations going on in your life, and where are they coming from? Where are they stemming from? What can you remove or add to your life to block those temptations? And then also the challenge that is being put in front of you, analyze it and see what you can do to push through it. And then the second part, which is a very important part, when it says we need a balanced submission, there may still be hope. That even though we are beaten and insulted, we should accept it all. So I'm encouraging you with this video that if you're going through a hard time, a challenging time, when you are being disciplined by God, please accept it all. Do not turn your back on him. Be like Job and actually run towards him even more. Grasp onto your relationship and hold on to him, because he is forming you into a warrior of God. If you agree with that, type amen in the comment section right now and hit that follow button if you want to join me on this journey of faith.